Chase Industries the next morning.
Well, what kind of questions do you usually ask? We could start there.
Right. Okay, first question.
Yes, Mr. Chase. What would you like to ask me?
When can you start?
I wasn't aware I had accepted the job.
Well, do you? Accept the job, that is.
Pardon me, Mr. Chase, but...
Zeke.
Pardon?
Call me Zeke.
When she saw this position posted at Stanford, more specifically on the corkboard outside Hall C, Sage immediately applied. Zeke Chase wasn't well known to the general public, but inside their circle, nerd techies, he was a celebrity. And he was located 5 hours outside the city, which was perfect because she really needed to get away. Ended a fling with one of her professors, and, well, he wasn't taking it well. He kept bumping into her everywhere. Albert's, a local neighborhood grocer. Exxon, the station located 15 miles from campus. Phoebe's Veggie Delight, a great cafe 4 blocks from campus, and he wasn't a vegetarian. So, yeah, she really needed to get the hell out of this town. And Chase Industries being over 5 hours away was her best shot. Seeing that her father was ill, recovering from a stroke, location was key. Far away enough to escape Stoney and his coincidental run-ins, but close enough for family to visit or for her to visit family. But Chase never called. She waited 2 months before sending out more resumes, and in just a couple of weeks, Sage had received 4 job offers. Cosmos, a well-known cosmetic company, had offered her a position as a software engineer, $250,000 annual salary. Most of her classmates would have pissed themselves to get such an offer. Money was the driving motivator for many of her classmates. But Sage wasn't impressed. She didn't need money. Her family owned the national chain of Hotel Moreau's. She didn't want money or fame, already had too much of both. Sage wanted to change the world, which wasn't an uncommon notion, she could admit. Many people wanted to change the world. Might seem like an admirable goal, but she was no saint. Road rage wasn't an affliction she'd struggled with since the day she got her license. No patience for the very old or the very young. Ironically, she harbored a deep compassion for the general human population. Poverty, violence, war, racism, status quo, well, it all just plain sucked. As a species, the human race could do better. She could do better. Better than auctioning her amateurish and much too simplistic art for charity. Highest bid went to a painting she called Forever. Nothing more than a depiction of a barren landscape on a distant horizon. In the forefront, amidst a sky of cloud and thunder, was an eagle soaring towards that distant horizon with a rabbit in its claws. Fetched $75,000 for the Los Angeles Children's Research Center, which was great, really great, but fractionally significant when considering the vast scope of humanity's afflictions. She may never change the world, not monumentally anyway, but if possible, she wanted to be a part of something not motivated by the potential for wealth. Working for Cosmos was not going to get her where she wanted to be, which was why she hadn't accepted their offer or any of the other offers. Besides its ideal location, Chase could give her the chance to be a big fish in a little pond. Being a Moreau, Sage had lived her life amongst the elite of the elite. She was insignificant, unseen, unheard. Too many big fish trying to eat other big fish. Dog eat dog. A society built from narcissism and greed. Not for Sage. She wanted out. Out of this town. Out of this lifestyle. She was looking for potential. A glimmer of hope for something bigger and better. And that's why she had her heart set on a position with Chase Industries. Location, size, and potential. And, well, there's the matter of her crush. No, not crush. Sounded too immature and moronic. So happened she found Zeke Chase, founder and CEO, significantly attractive. Long black hair, lean and tall, angular jawline, boyish complexion, and best of all, a prominent Adam's apple. 3 years ago, she'd crossed paths with Zeke Chase while attending a fundraiser for the homeless. They'd never spoken, never met. She just watched him from afar. By the time she worked up the courage to approach him, he had already left. Curious to know more about the man who had so dramatically stirred her hormones, she did some research. She learned Chase Industries manufactured state-of-the-art dashboard panels for large industrial equipment and vehicles. Just last week, the New York Times reported that Chase Industries was awarded a government contract for 500 lightweight Airbus helicopters. Although not a proponent of war or violence, Sage found more meaning in building aircraft controls that helped American soldiers do their job, as opposed to building a graphics platform to mimic skin tones, all in an effort to help women mask their natural beauty. Sage had nothing against cosmetics. In fact, she spent more money than she'd like to admit on her fair share of foundation, eyeliner, eyeshadow, and mascara. But cosmetics wasn't her passion. She wanted something more. Something significant. Something great. Something really, really great. Chase Industries wasn't ideal, especially seeing that she detested war. All wars. Any wars. But it was the best option at the moment. At any rate, better than Cosmos. But weeks had gone by and she hadn't heard a word. Then, 4 days ago, out of the blue, she got a call. And here she was, in Zeke Chase's office. His black, long hair hung loose over his shoulders. A beard of what looked to be 3 days of neatly trimmed stubble covered his lower face. Zeke, may I be so bold as to ask what salary this position allows?
What salary do you require?
I beg your pardon.
Money. How much do you need?
I don't need anything in particular. I just think...
How much?
Okay, this was weird. Good, but weird. Was he really offering her a job already? Without an interview? Or was he mind-fucking her? This was some kind of test. If she didn't play it right, if she asked for too little, she'd seem desperate or insecure. Gotta be confident, sure. $150,000. She straightened her posture, crossed one mauve nylon leg over the other, her matching mauve pencil skirt rising slightly above her knees. Not a penny less.
Done.
Damn, she should have asked for more. Wait, what was she thinking? Zeke Chase just offered her a job. And a truckload of money to go with that job.
You don't seem much better than I at this interviewing thing.
I beg your pardon?
I've only asked one question, and you've yet to answer it.
Question? Oh, you mean when can I start? He smiled, a warm and sincere gesture that made her blood hot and her pulse race.
Would you like a tour?